Next week we will see the final episode of the first season, and absolutely, there are reasons for excitement with that. Episode 10, titled The Black Queen, will focus on the Blacks. Details of the final episode were published on the Miscelana website, and it was written that the story of episode 10 begins with how Daemon tells the pregnant Rhaenyra that Viserys is dead and Aegon II has been crowned in his place. She goes into premature labor and gives birth to a twisted dragon child. In answer to Aegon's betrayal and the death of her daughter, Rhaenyra swore revenge. Then we will see a big event, namely the First Black Council. Meanwhile, Otto arrives at Dragonstone with the generous terms for Rhaenyra and her supporters to kneel before Aegon as their new king. In the deal, it says Luce can have Driftmark, and Alicent reminds Rhaenyra of their old friendship. Rhaenyra thinks about reconciliation, but Daemon gets furious and goes to the beach and unleashes a lifetime of emotion. Rhaenyra sees her son Lucerys arrive at Storm's End, but also sees that Vhagar is present. It's just that Aemond arrived before Luce and threateningly demands an eye back for the one he's lost when young. Barrows interrupts the fight between them but lets Aemond follow Luce outside. The duel between the princes and their dragons is fierce. Luce is killed with Arrax. Daemon tells Rhaenyra about Luce's death and she has war in her eyes. Of course we can say that this episode really gets the central conflict of the show out of control. But most likely of things will be left over until season 2, and I'm sure that Ryan Condal and the writers want to leave off on a great place.